This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, hello all. Welcome to the next session on ALE Idocs. In the last class, we have seen what exactly the outbound and inbound Idoc, and also we are able to generate successfully the Idoc from the outbound side, but we have received some errors from the inbound side. And today, how to troubleshoot the errors in inbound side and how to reprocess the errors in inbound side. Like we talked about, so what exactly the Idocs? Idoc provides very good tracking mechanism and monitoring mechanism, as well as reprocess mechanism, as well as debugging. You can debug the Idocs, right? That's what the Idocs, and we are going to integrate the two systems and with the Idocs. So here we are doing a scenario SAP to the SAP, and we have transferred some of the materials to the target system. A10 is the client, and when I go to the A10, we see the errors. So let's take an example of. So what is the ID, guys? ID admin and password, is it IDs? Perfect. So so just I would like to summarize what exactly the Idocs again one more time. And Idocs is an application linking and enabling, and it's a cross application tool which is used to transfer the data between SAP to the SAP and SAP to the non-SAP. And so Idoc is an intermediate document, and which is a data container. So which is a data container. And if you see here, we have the source system, we have a target system. And source system, we call it an outbound system. Target system, we call it an inbound system. So the data will be carried from source system to the target system by using Idoc. And the Idoc structure, Idoc contains the control record, status record, and data record. All the control record, you are going to see the all the communication, what is sending system, receiving system, these details in the control record. The data will be stored in the EDIDC database table. And also we have data record. Data record is a reference to the, sorry, data record contains the actual data. Data record, the Idoc is a name data record. So the data record is referenced with the Idoc type. And Idoc type is in a group of segments, and that can be created in the WE30 transaction. And so each segment will have a different group of fields. So each segment will have a group of fields. The segments will be created in the transaction WE31. And also there is a concept called message type concept. So we have a message type, and message type is used to uniquely identify your applications, whether it's in a master data, whether it's in a material master data or customer master data, vendor data, what kind of data it is. So the transaction code for the message type is the WE81. And also there is a linkage between the message type to the Idoc type. The transaction code is the WE82, and you can see the linkage between Idoc type to the message type. And also, so if you want to uh, transfer the data, we have some of the things like communication details like port and partner profile and process code. And port is in a target area to place the Idoc data, and port will be created with reference to the RFC destination. And the transaction code to create a port is the WE21. And partner profile, it is used to maintain the partner information, and also it is used to provide what kind of data we are Idoc sending to the system. And Idoc triggering technique, what kind of triggering technique we use, that also we can use in the partner profile by using outbound process code. But the message control, we see that part. And partner profile will process the Idoc data by using process code, and process code will contain the transaction code to create a partner profile is the WE20. And process code will process the data by using function modules. There are two types of process codes we have. One is the outbound process code, one is the inbound process code. So outbound process code we will use in the message control concept. But inbound process code, for inbound side, if you want to process the data, inbound partner profile is must, and also inbound process code is must. Without a inbound process code, you cannot create an inbound Idoc, guys. That's the mandatory thing. That's a question. So is the outbound process code and outbound um, partner profile is must? No, not required. But in the inbound side, you should be having an inbound process code, guys. So the process code, we are going to assign a function model. that function module is responsible to read the data from Idoc to post the data into the application. And so there are outbound Idoc steps. So first, if you want to generate an Idoc, you must maintain these steps, guys. So we must have an RFC destination. Then we must know the message type for the application, and also based on the message type, you can get the Idoc type. And also, um, you must linkage between the Idoc type to the message type. You must maintain the port with the RFC destination. You must suppose in the RFC destination, if it is in a logical system, the logical system you should check in the transaction code BD54, and you need to assign the logical system to the client in the transaction SCC4. And so you need to maintain the partner profile in the W20. If it is an outbound side, you need to maintain the outbound parameters. If it is an inbound side, you need to maintain the inbound partner inbound parameters. And also from outbound side, you need to maintain the distribution model. And in the distribution model, we need to maintain the message type. And also we need to go to the edit. We need to distribute the model view. Then we need to generate a partner profile. Then we need to use the triggering technique. So based on the data, we are going to use there are three types of triggering techniques we have in the Idocs. So one is the standard programs, another one is the change pointers for the change data, and message control for the transactional data, guys. And yesterday we have seen the material master details. And also, guys, so whenever you trigger an Idoc, outbound side, there is a tracking mechanism. You can check the status of an Idoc by using transaction code WE02. So there are two types of status codes. One is outbound status code, another one is the inbound status code. And the other girl, where is option? Okay. So there are two types of status codes: outbound status code, inbound status code. Where do you check the status codes, possible status codes, not the Idoc status code? WE47. So 0 to 40, um, the 42 are 0 to 42 are related to the outbound Idoc status codes. Then 50 to 75 is the inbound status codes, guys. And also there is a push and pull mechanism in the Idocs. So what is push is in the partner profile, there are two radio buttons. One is the trigger Idoc immediately. Another one is the collect Idocs. So if it is a trigger Idoc immediately, so whenever you trigger the Idoc, immediately it will post it to the target application. But whenever you select collect Idocs, so it will expect to we have to execute the program, the status code of the, if this is the if you select trigger Idoc immediately, so the outbound Idoc status code is 03. So immediately it will trigger, it will place the Idoc to the target application. But if it is in a collect Idoc, the outbound status code is 30, guys. So ready to dispatch. This Idoc will not send it to the target system. It will be there in the outbound system, but with the status of 30. But if you want to process these Idocs with the status 30, we have to execute the program RSC out 00. This is the program which we need to use. If it is a push mechanism, when in the partner profile level, if you select the option collect Idocs, the status code is 30, and you need to use the program RSC out 000, guys. And we'll see the pull mechanism later. Pull is, there are two types of options: trigger immediately, trigger by background program. If it is in a pull mechanism, if it is in a trigger immediately, this is inbound side, guys. Inbound status code is 53. But if it is triggered by background program, the inbound status code is 64. It's which is a ready to dispatch 64. If you want, you can check the description in the WA47. Then if this is the case, we have to execute the program RBDA PP01. This is the program which you need to use it, guys. So that's a trigger immediately. That is a pull mechanism. So this is also possible interview questions. Okay, if the interviewer knows the push and pull mechanism. Okay, so this is the push and pull mechanism. And so whenever you generate an idoc, it will create two types of idocs. So one is the master idoc, the second one is the communication idoc. So you are going to get one record, one master idoc, but the communication idoc, based on the n number of target systems, it creates an n number of communication idocs case. And so inbound side also, you must maintain some configuration. You must be having RFC destination. You must be having an port. You must be having an inbound partner profile. So you must have a process code, and also check status of an idoc. Okay, this is what the theory of the idocs. And yesterday we triggered the idocs. So from 800 system point of view, it's an outbound system. This is WE02. The date is which one is month is here? I think this is the month. Okay. Uh, or maybe I can put from eighth month. Okay, execute. See guys. Huh? So some IDOC, what happened? Matmas IDOCs. What is the system? This is 800. We generate a lot of IDOCs case yesterday, or else we'll generate today as well. So go to the, if you want to trigger IDOC standard programs, we need to use the BD10 is the transaction. Okay, Matmas, give the material from M -01. So maybe I use only this material. Okay, to the M-10. So I use only limited materials. Okay, and logical system it is 810, and full send the full data of the material and execute. See, this is no problem. 10 master IDOCs created and 0 communication IDOCs created. Why? Something problem. Someone is destroyed my uh, RFC destination, and I go to the WE20 first and partner type LS. So this is the errors case. So I'm not getting any communication IDOC. So EDZ N810. This is what we created yesterday, and this is the partner profile. And go to this and go to MatMask. And first I will check the port. RFC destination is the communication is there. Remote logon, save changes first. And yeah, the communication is there. This is proper. Next thing is I'm going to save EDZ and then port is fine, and come back. This is fine. I'm at mass 05. This is fine. Partner profile is fine. And maybe what is the problem? Inbound side WE20 inbound EDZ N00, and inbound partner profile also there, and you have an MATM and triggered immediately. This is also fine. So maybe I think the problem is with the distribution model and BD64. So go to the E EDZ. This is the one. No, EDZ 8. This is only right. Yesterday we have created. Yeah, that's fine. Matmas. Why I'm getting this error? Huh? Okay, that is there, right? Yeah, that is there. So maybe I can do an edit model view and distribute. Here I will get an error if there is an error. Model view is good, and generate partner profile environment, generate partner profile, and partner is this, and execute. No messages have been defined for the selection conditions in the model. No message. Huh? This is the message type change. Hmm? Material master, fine. Why? Generate partner profile. No messages have even defined. What's the error? Zero communication Idocs. Hmm? Okay, what we will do is, uh, can we delete this? Hmm? Delete distribution model and create the distribution model again. Create model view. GEDZ 8. Okay, and add message type. It's a first. This is the one matmas and okay, and again add message type reverse matmas. Okay, and edit model view and distribute. Save first. Save the distribution model and edit model view and distribute and okay. EDZ N00 does not exist. RFC destination synchronous communication. What happened? No, Irfan, you did something. Your name is showing GIFF U810. Something you did. Where did you did this? Button profile. This is. Huh? See something showing with your name. Uh, you changed. Where? Okay. WE20 logical system. EDZ 800 ZED. Which one we take? EDZ. This one. Okay. Matmas synchronous. Okay. This side also. Did you better? Uh, okay. So maybe port side. Did you maintain something? Port EDZ 810 and EDZ 810. Remote log on. It's working. This is fine. And maybe here also you maintain something. 64. Okay, you changed the okay logical systems. BD 54. So this is fine. You created your own. Yeah, you created your own. Okay. So now I got it. So go to SCC4. You changed them in the here 800 you have assigned in fun. Okay, and 8 10 also you have changed this. That's the problem. So logical systems are changed. That's why the partner profiles are not working, guys. Okay, so what we can do is, so maybe, so here the problem is, so maybe I can create a new partner profile. Okay, WE20 and LS. Did you create it with the same name? Partner profile Z. Yeah, you maintain this. Okay, this is the partner information and mat mass synchronous. Okay, and did you maintain this in the distribution model? Communication is gone. So maybe I will try BD10 with your setup then. Okay, so F4 Z star F4 and 810 is my partner. Okay, so M-01. So I'm using your details. Next, don't create any logical systems and RFC destinations, huh? Or else first time it's okay. And send execute. 10 master Idocs, 0 communication Idocs. Okay, maybe we'll use this in the BD 64. Did you maintain any distribution model? Where, what is that? Okay. What did you use? Client 800, 800, 810 material master. Okay. Irfan, edit, model view and distribute. Okay. Synchronous does not exist. You don't maintain synchronous here. You maintain, right? Synchron. Why it's not coming? 800. Why you maintained 8? Okay. So now this time I put collect Idocs. Before yesterday we have said triggered Idoc immediately. Now we have put in a collect Idocs. We'll see what will happen. So now I go back to the distribution model and Irfan edit model view and distribute and okay. So model view has been created. Okay. And the target system. Okay, we'll see later. So BD10 again we trigger the Idocs with the M-01. This time we'll save the variant here. M10, 810, save variant. Idoc. Save. And execute. 10 master Idocs, 0 communication Idocs. So why? So this time is this side is fine. Maybe I'll go to the inbound side, guys. Maybe inbound side. Uh, uh, Inbound side. mm, Inbound side, you didn't maintain anything. This is gone, right? inbound site. This is matmas is there. Why it's not coming inbound side? Mm. Okay, inbound partner profile G IFF 800 IFFU 800 US and ID admin. Okay, and add them. First, you need to save it. Then you can add the inbound partner profile. Okay, message type matmas MATM is the, and this side also I will use a pull mechanism triggered by background program. Okay, save. I created new partner profile for this. Okay, now we'll see guys. 800 site matmas synchronous 800. Okay, so maybe we'll use now BD10 and select variant Idoc and execute. So steps. Okay, first I will check SCC4. We'll do from first guys. So check 800, 8 IFFU 800 and 810 IFFU 810. Okay, this is fine. First step is fine. Then RFC destination SM59, and we are using the same RFC destination. I think RF destination didn't change it. So EDG 8, this is the one. So remote logon. So RFC is working fine from this side. And next one is partner profile WE20, and go to the partner and ZIFF 810. Actually, this is the one which we need to use it. I think I will delete this. I will add the again matmas, sorry, matmas, and port is this, and collect Idocs basic type is matmas 05. Save. And okay, the packet size we need to give. Save. Come back and synchronous. This is also fine. Synchronous and synchronous. Save and come back. Okay, the partner profile is okay. And guys, this I will delete. I don't want this. Maybe delete this. Okay, this is my partner profile, guys. We'll go to the inbound side. This is the 810, right? I'm not able to see this. I think 810. And go to the WE20 and partner type LS. This is an 800 is my partner. So inbound partner profile we have maintained. So inbound partner profile process code maintained. Okay. Then we'll go to the outbound side. In the distribution model we go, and BD54. Something problem with the distribution model. BD BD64. We'll do that. So maybe we'll delete this case. We'll see. We'll add freshly. Okay, we'll delete this. We'll delete this also. Okay, save. So now I am going to create a model view. It is the new and control V. Okay, and it is the new and add message type. Now G IFF F4. So from 800, receiver is the 810. Receiver is the 810. and message type is matmask, and okay, and reverse it, and G. So this time this is 810, this is 800, and matmask, and okay, and save the distribution model, edit and model view, and distribute, and okay. uh, Irfan is deleted, right? Irfan is there, come back, and BD, I think it's not updated in the database. BD64 again. Did you see Irfan? I I is gone, right? So this is the new one, and edit, model view, and distribute, and okay. Why it's not? Why it's coming Irfan again? Yeah, 800. Okay, perfect. So maybe we'll go to the 810 BD64. Yeah, it is there in here, guys. Here also you need to delete it. Actually, distribution model is a client independent, correct? So say whenever you distribute it, sorry, client dependent, whenever you distribute it, it will create in the target system. See, now you can see BD64. See, the distribution is model is not available in the target system 810. Now we'll go here, GEDC new, edit, model view, and distribute. Okay. Now model view has been created. See, go to the target system, refresh. Refresh is not there. So I will come back. BD64, enter, and see, guys, the distribution model is created in the next system. So that's the name, distributing of a name model view. So now I think it should work, guys. So go to the BD10, generate partner profile. Yeah, I think it's already there, generate partner profiles. I think it should work. See BD10 and go to the Idoc and execute. I think it should work before the message comes immediately. Now this time it is taking some time. Before immediately it tells 10 master Idocs are created. Stop transaction. Hmm. So stop transaction. If doesn't work, go to, that's the, sometimes it will happen. Okay, BD10, select the variant and execute. We'll wait here this time. Yeah, now it's working. 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, 8, 9, and 10. 10 master Idocs, 10 communication Idocs. So it creates a communication Idocs. Go to the WE02, check the status of the Idoc. Now tell me what is the status of the Idoc outbound side? Huh? 03 or 30? 03 or 30? Hmm? So I put in a collect Idocs. The status should be in a 30 guys. So I'll go to the here and execute, and you can see the status is 30 guys. Okay, so ready to dispatch 30 means, so see the Idoc and the status record. Idoc ready to dispatch to the target application. That means your goods are loaded, okay, but your lorry is not yet started guys. Okay, so that's a simple way. The goods are uploaded into the lorry, but the lorry is not started from the source system. So if you want to start your lorry, so if you want to start your Idoc, go to the SE38 and RSE out 00. This is the program which you need to use to use, and the Idoc numbers. Okay, select this one Idoc number or control Y and select the Idocs, whatever you want to process, and input those Idocs. Control V and execute it. You will get a status of 3 guys. See, it is, see TRFC port it is showing. That means the target place it is going to post. 8 Idocs were selected, and refresh, and you see the status is the 3 guys. Now the status comes, so 3 means successfully posted the Idoc to the target application. Data passed to port is the target area, target place guys. Now we go to the target place 810, and we'll see whether the Idoc is processed in the application or not. Go to the 810 and ID admin and IDE. Yes, go to here and check the status of the Idoc WE02 and execute. And you see, guys, there is a 64. So 64 means it's Idoc ready to receive, guys. So target is Idoc ready to transfer to the application. Okay, so if you want to process this 64, you need to execute the program inbound side SE38. Okay, RBDA PP01. So RBDA PP01 execute and input the Idocs and control Y and select, sorry, control Y and copy and control V execute and execute. See, these Idocs are being started to process, and very important guys, these two options. Okay, but there is some error, but it started, but it's not yet posted to the application. The error is 51. Now you see the refresh. Now we are getting an error guys. 51 is the inbound error. So different status you have seen now. So one is the outbound side, you have seen uh, 0 30 and also 0 3, and I will show later things. And the inbound side you have seen 64 ready to transfer to the application and 51. And if you make this Idoc as an F53, then you are successful guys. So I have to make this, and maybe the errors the status is different. 50 is Idoc added, 64 is ready to dispatch, and 62 is Idoc passed to application, but in the application there are some error guys. So Idoc included an Idoc packet containing an error. Transfer it separately. So it's not a proper message, guys. Maybe we'll go to the table level, guys. So SE16N. So what is the status IDOC table? EDIDS. Okay, I will give the IDOC number, control record, take this IDOC number and take the IDOC number, execute. See, guys, so something is giving me a problem, and ID admin IDOC status set. Uh, hmm, I put in a packet of 100. Inbound side, we'll see. Is it 1? WE20 and inbound partner profile, and take this. Is the packet size is available? No. Hmm. Outbound side, we'll see. I'll put 100 outbound side. WE20. Why it's not posting? Okay, partner technical address details. Somewhere we can see the status, guys. Transfer it separately. So maybe we'll do one by one processing. Okay, we'll do the reprocessing of the Idocs case. So how can you do the reprocessing of the Idocs case? So maybe I will go to the WE19, guys. So this is the transaction where you can reprocess the Idocs. Okay, so inbound side, how to reprocess the Idoc. Okay, insert, separate one by one. I am going to do reprocess of Idocs. One is WE19. Okay, this is used to reprocess the Idocs, and also we can debug the Idocs, guys. That's the power of this transaction. Both the things we can do it. We can do the reprocessing and also we can do the debugging as well. So maybe I can go to the W19 and put an Idoc number. So this is my Idoc number. Control C, one Idoc. Okay, and execute. Sorry, Control V, Control Y, Control C, and Control V, and execute. And so here you can see, and standard inbound. You can choose this standard inbound and execute. I'm just reprocessing it. So the another Idoc is created. See, I process it with 01, but when you do the reprocessing with the W19, it's not reprocessing the same Idoc. It is creating a new Idoc. See, the 9 is the new Idoc, guys. So I will go to the 9. I refresh it. You will see the 9. So 9 is the thing, guys. But this is in a 64 mode. See, again, it comes back to the 64. If it is in a 64, what you need to do? Again, you need to execute the program. Go to the what is the program? SE38 and RBDAPP01. I am separately, I am processing this record, guys. Now Control V and execute and F8. Not posted. again error. So refresh, and this goes to the error record. Now maybe what is the messages have been issued. Now it's coming in a different issue. The issue is has been changed, guys. Before it shows the packaging issue, but now it is showing in a different issue. So what is this issue? And maybe again I go to the table, status record table. Where is the status record table? Okay, and put this and execute. And some message it was giving guys. No filters, no conversion, no version change, and some error application log it is giving. So this is the application log it is giving, guys. Parameter one, this is an application log ID. So guys, SAP has an error handling mechanism, guys. So that will be done in the transaction. SLG1 is the transaction. So one more thing is all the application logs will be generated in the, this is a real-time concept, guys. All the application logs will be generated in background and save the data in decode. That means it will save the data in programs, but we can access that by using SLG1 is the transaction code. Okay, very, very important this is. And maybe I will go to the SLG1. I will give the application ID. ID is this. I think application ID is, this is the application ID. Control Y and Control C. And can I give this star and star execute? No. Or else we'll see that today's log. Maybe you can find it. Some material problems are coming up, guys. See, so see there are a lot of problems you can see over here. See, not allowed. There are some issues which is posted here. M0 not does not exist or is not yet activated. Some M01 does not exist, not activated. Some errors it is posting it. So if you see the errors, so the value 7 is not allowed for the SPART. Okay, there are some problems, configuration problems you can see over here. So there are some configuration problems, guys. So maybe what we can do is we'll create a simple material, guys. So from outbound side, I don't use any standard materials. I am going to create a simple materials. MM01, okay, create EDG Idoc test. This is my material, guys. So which is a mechanical engineering and which is a FET, simple material. Okay, enter. Only basic data 1 and basic data 2. And basic unit of measure is kg and description is something. Okay, Idoc test material. I think this is changed. Gross unit 1 and weight and kg. I'm going to create something kg. Save. What is the message? You have not entered the, okay, not required. So EDG, okay, Idoc test material has been created. So go to the BD10 and put the EDG before EDG Idoc test and A10 and execute. One master Idoc. Oh, sorry guys. So where I am in the 810. Sorry. Slash and ex slash then ex. Okay, fresh will come with fresh SAP ECC and go to the SAP user and welcome 1234. Okay, and create a material guys mm01 and EDG Idoc test one. Before already we created one, confused. So go to the mechanical engineering and FET enter and basic data 1, basic data 2, and some Idoc new test material and basic unit of measure kg and 1 and weight unit is kg and save. Okay, that is done. And go to the BD 10 and EDG. This is the material and this is the one. Execute. Okay, one communication Idoc, fine. And WE02, I think it should be in the 30 status and 30 status. And take this Idoc and run the program. Outbound side, what is the program? RSC out 00 and execute and put the Idoc number, execute, and one Idoc is selected and it will be transferred to the target W02 again and execute, and you can see the status of the 3. Okay, go to the target system, and change the client and ID admin and the password IDE yes and WE02 and execute, and you see the 64 and take this IDOC control Y and control C and go to the transaction SE38 and RBDA PP01. Idocs are very easy guys. Execute and no logic, no code, nothing. Will come. See guys, application document posted successfully. 53 is the status code, and see the material and go to the MM03 and EDG. What is the material? See, double click, you can see the material. So Mara, so this is the material and enter this material and enter select basic data 1, basic data 2. See, whatever the data which we have given in the 800, the data will be transferred to the 810 client space before the idocs or configurational errors. Okay, that we have seen guys. Okay, this is the idoc monitoring. Idoc status record is very very important. So by seeing the status you will come to know what kind of error it is. So like this 64 and 51 and all, and also the application log also very very one of the use guys SLG1. By seeing that you can easily tell so what is the errors. And also guys, so I am going to do little problem in the SM59. See, I go to the SM59 communication. Sometimes the user ID password we will set for 45 days. So your password will be expired, but you don't bother about the password. No one will actually we will be having separate user IDs for the RFC connections. It's not the our user IDs. It's in a background user IDs we are going to maintain it. So we will set on a password for 45 days. Okay, after 45 days your password will be expired. So maybe what I will do is what is the connection password which I have used? ID admin. Okay, maybe what I will do is maybe in the target system 810 I will set SU01 ID admin. I will put in a lock on this. Okay, I will I will do a lock on this user ID in the target system. We'll see what will happen. So this is user ID is locked on the target system. This user ID is used to connect the two systems. Now I try to post the Idoc, guys. So now I set a user ID lock the communication user ID. Now I try to send the Idoc now. So go to the EDC Idoc test and same material I am sending just for the test purpose. Okay, and execute. One master Idoc is created, one communication Idoc is created. Fine. So we'll go to the WE02 and check the status. First it will be 30. That's not a problem. So Control C and go to the SE38. 30 means you need to process with the RSC out 00 and what happened? WE02 WE02 and execute. And this is the 30 status. And take this IDOC and go to the next session. Mm, mm, hanged, guys. System hanged. 810 I don't want. Okay. Slash n SE38. Okay, execute. Provide the IDOC number, execute. And one more. See, guys. So what happened? One IDOC is selected. Okay, that's fine. I go to the status of the IDOC, not this side. Come back and again check the status of the IDOC WE02 and execute. And the status is 3. Okay, so this side the latest IDOC is 10. Come back and 10, refresh it. The 10 IDOC is only, guys, but IDOC is not yet received. Santosh, are you there in the
Yeah, I'm there.
Santosh?
I'm there.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
you see the IDOC status is 03. Success, it is showing it is successfully transferred. But
Yeah.
when I go to my receiving system, so this is one of the possible case for your issue actually. But when I go to the receiving system, I'm not able to see the latest record. See, the problem here is the connection
Right.
problem. So if there is a problem of these connections, always the entry will be made in the transaction code called SM58 case. So there is a transaction SM59 to maintain RFC destinations. Since it is an RFC problem, the entries, the TRFC connections will be failed in the SM58 and execute. You see there is an entry. See, guys, user is logged. Please notify the person responsible. So the log is, even though there is a 3, but the IDOC is not posted to the target application. So this is the one of the possible, but if you are not able to see this, okay, if you are not able to see this, then one more problem is I will show in the next concept. So even though it is 3, but it doesn't transfer to the target applications. So all these things we'll see. So first my error resolution is I put some user ID password is wrong or user ID is locked. It will give you an RFC communication error. So it doesn't give an error in the IDOC. It shows an a 3, but in the it doesn't receive the IDOC to the possible scenarios. In interviews, they may ask this question. So my question is IDOC questions, guys. When you go for interviews, so don't fear. You know you are expert in IDOCs. Okay, I am giving that much dose in the IDOCs. Okay, so why? So most of the people will fear. If they want to tell, you know the IDOCs, most of the people will fear. Don't fear, guys. So why the IDOC status, not why the IDOC status. IDOC not received to the target system, even though it is, even though the status the Idoc status as 03. That means it's a success. Okay. The possible things I'm mentioning here. Here, there might be RFC connection issues. First check this is RFC connection issues. Okay. Might be the password expiration problem. One thing. And also maybe the user lock issues, or maybe the target system sometimes will be down. So whenever the target system is down, maybe the target system is down. So that's the beauty of the Idocs, guys. So if it is an RFC, if it is an Abap, if the target system is down, whenever you send a request, it will be failed immediately. And if you want to process again, you need to reprocess that, but might be there are some online transactions. So here it is the case Idoc, when it is an Idoc, when you run this in the background, so that will be failed over here, that request will come over here, guys. But whenever the system is up, you can reprocess this from here, guys. You can reprocess the Idocs from here itself. So whenever the system is up, all the Idocs which are posted, that you can reprocess it. So that's the beauty of the Idocs. So the RFC connection. So this might be the issues. Okay. So later I will show what all the issues. So even though it is 3, but it doesn't go to the target system. One is the RFC related issue. Okay, maybe I will go to the target system. Yes, now this is the issue reported. So I will ask my administrator, hey, so please unlock this user ID in the target system. So the administrator goes to the target system and he is going to unlock the, so locked the transaction. What is this transaction code? SU01, and unlock the transaction. So after you unlock the transaction, I'm going to reprocess this. Go to the log file and edit, execute. See, execute LUW. So I'm going to execute this LUW, guys. Come back and refresh. Uh, how to reprocess this? Is there a reprocess? Execute is, when I execute it should go, guys. Execute LUW. Yeah, now it is transferred. Maybe I will go to the target system now. So 810 and WE02 and execute. And see, guys, the new Idoc is, whenever I reprocess the SM58, the Idoc which is there in the SM50, that is transferred to the target. Before it is a 10, now it is in a 11, guys. That's the reprocessing mechanism is a beauty in the Idocs, guys, compared to the other interfacing techniques. 64 you need to do in a RBDA PP01, guys. So that's the one thing. And more things, even if there is any some errors, we can do any this thing as well, guys. The debugging, how to do the debugging of the Idocs and all, we'll see after the lunch. And the concept today we have seen very less, guys, because of the some issues. And maybe next I am going to introduce the change pointers concept, and we'll see the change pointers concepts in the after lunch. So change pointers and also enhancement standard. Now we have seen for the material master, maybe we'll see the vendor master as well. So we'll see the vendor master in the next class. Okay, with the uh, standard setup, then we'll use the change pointers technique, and also we'll use the custom fields, adding custom fields to the standard Idoc. 3 concepts which we need to complete today. And the next class we are going to use the message control. Okay, so there are a lot of concepts in the Idoc. Maybe I can go to the previous batch um, thing. B8, B6 is there. B6 is not there. Somewhere it is there here. My training. Abap. B6. O data and the Idocs. Oh, it's not separate. Videos. Hmm? Yes. Where is the B6 batch 8? Somewhere I put B6. Okay, leave it. Maybe Akhil, you have shared some time back B6 B8 only. Okay, that's not a problem. We'll see later. Okay, we have filtering concept, segment filtering and Idoc filtering, uh, enhancement, Idoc enhancement, message control, custom Idoc. Okay, there is heavy content which is there. Okay, that's it for the now, and maybe after the lunch we are going to start. We are going to see the change pointer concept. Thank you all.